What's up, guys? First off, I just want to say I hope you had a good spring break. I hope all of you guys are staying safe, staying healthy during this time. This is obviously a weird time for all of us, something like we've never experienced before. We don't know how long this break will end up being. Um, so during this time that we're away from school, I want to help you make the most of your time during this time off. And that's the reason for this video and the things that I'll be sending out in the coming days and weeks ahead. Today, I want the focus of this video to be for all of you to get your mind right. Uh, and I'll tell you more about what I mean about that. But the last couple days, this last week, you've probably been playing a lot of video games, maybe sitting around watching a lot of TV, probably stayed up real late, probably slept in late. Your sleep got a little bit off of normal. But this video is to help you get your mind right. So I'm going to give you two things today that I want you to do today. Number one is I want you to write down your goals. So I want you to think about what you want next season to be like. Write down one or two things. You want to be on varsity? Do you want to be a starter on whatever team you're on? Do you want to be a scorer? Do you want to be a shooter? Do you want to be a guy that we're drawing plays up for? Write down some of those goals you have for this next season and for the future. Do you want to be a college basketball player? Do you want to be a college football player? Whatever it may be, write down your goals. That's the number one thing I want you to do. The number two thing I want you to do is I want you to choose 2 to 3 areas to focus on for the first 2 weeks of this break or the next 2 weeks coming up. So to kind of simplify things, we want to narrow our focus. So I just want you to pick 2 or 3 things. Number one for everybody should be your strength training, your strength work. Unfortunately, since we're not going back to school this week, we're missing some really good workouts that we normally get from Coach Brent. Monday through Friday, he'd be putting us through some good workouts, and we're just simply going to miss those. So we've got to find a way to kind of fill that void a little bit. So the number one thing all of us should have as one of our focus areas is our strength work. We've got to get something done there. Number two should be either shooting, ball handling, or finishing. If you're going to have a number 3, it should also be one of those things. But we want to simplify what we're wanting to work on. So to wrap up this video, I want to leave you with a few things. Number one, turn on your remind notifications. I think some of you are not getting them. I sent out a form this week, and some of you haven't replied yet to that. That's where I'll be sending most things. If you requested to get them by email, my goal is to send them that way as well. Another thing I want to leave you with is to get your sleep hours under control. Don't be staying up until 2, 3 a.m. and sleep until 11 a.m., noon. Don't do that. Get up out of the bed, go to bed at a normal hour, and get on track like you would be pretty close to what you would be doing if we were going to school. That's important for your health, for your safety, and then for the work you're going to be putting in. We need to make sure that we're getting good sleep and taking care of our bodies. When I start sending stuff out, if you want more stuff, text me. If you want more shooting tips, text me. If you want more ball handling, if you want to know what I think you individually should be working on, shoot me a text, shoot me a remind, and I'll help push you as much as I can. We don't know how long that things will be like this, but what you do between today and when things go back to normal is going to be very important. So don't waste these days. Be uncommon in what you're doing. Don't sit around. Don't waste it. If you were at school, you'd be getting an hour a day of strength work / basketball or football work. So make sure you're getting at least that at home. Do your 2 things. Write down your goals. Choose your 2 to 3 areas of focus for the first 2 weeks. And I'll be sending you something else tomorrow morning. So everybody be safe. Miss you guys. I'll be sending you something soon. Thanks.